We're live. All right, guys. Alors, Ali, bonsoir, good evening, and welcome to our regular meeting of council. I'd like to begin the meeting by acknowledging that we are in the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people in the Robinson-Huron Treaty area and wish to recognize the neighboring community of Dokis First Nations. While we meet today, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of the lands which we call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and to improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples and their cultures. From coast to coast, we acknowledge the ancestral and unceded territory of all Inuit, Métis, and First Nations people that call this land home. So with that, I need a resolution to adopt the agenda. Willie and Roger. All those in favor? Thank you. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interests? Seeing none, there are no delegations tonight. So we'll move right into the reports. 6.1, general government. There's no report. 6.2, finances. I will turn it over to Julie, but we will need a resolution to adopt the budget bylaw. Julie?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So in your package, a final version of the 2026 budget. I don't think I need to go through any more details unless somebody has any questions for us.
Any questions? Seeing none, I need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Bob, seconded by Dean.
It is moved and seconded, be it resolved that bylaw 2026-19, being a bylaw to adopt the 2026 operating and capital budget for the municipality of French River, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
All those in favor? Thank you. I see you over there, Renee. 6.2.2. We have the annual reporting of council statement and remuneration and expenses. And Julie, you will speak to it.
So this is the annual reporting of remunerations paid out to the councillors throughout the year, not only from the municipality of French River, but from other local boards that you participate in. So the summary shows a total amount spent from the municipality of French River of 119,557.
Thank you. Any questions? Seeing none, there's no resolution there, so we'll just move on. There is no report from Public Works and Environment. So we'll move to 6.4, Recreation and Community Services. We have a resolution to award the purchase of the Arena Dashboard System, and Julie and Jason are going to speak to it.
Thank you once again, Madam Chair. So in front of you, you have the report summarizing the activities around the request for proposal. So the RFP was submitted on February 11th on the municipality's website and Biddingo. It was closing on March 5th, and when it was open, only one bid was received from Walmart Recreational Products. Unfortunately, the vendor did not include an agreement to bond in their package, so they were disqualified from the bidding process. However, no other bidders submitted a proposal for the project, even after we reached out to 2 other potential vendors that might have been interested, and there was no response from them. So we proceeded to follow the purchase policy bylaw. And we will be doing it as a single source purchase, being that we did not receive any proper submissions. We did draft up a contract agreement with Walmart, just to make sure that we would protect ourselves, given that they weren't able, or they chose not to do any bonding. So in the agreement, it's clear that the deposit is required and there will be a 10% holdback with, we were requesting a 1-year guarantee from the supplier. So trying the best that we can to protect against all the risks in regards to this purchase.
Okay, thank you.
Jason.
Jason?
Through you, Madam Mayor. The start date of the project will be in April 2026 for demolition and in June for the remainder of the install. Staff will be working with a successful vendor to meet the August 6th deadline. The item is included in the 2026 capital budget for the total of $450,000 and partially financed by the Canadian Community Building Fund for $185,235. The conclusion is recommend that council awards the purchase of the Arena dashboard systems to Wellmore Recreation Products for $300,962 plus applicable taxes and authorized to enter into a contract agreement. Any questions?
Any questions? Seeing none, I need a mover and a seconder. Bob and Roger?
It is moved and seconded, be it resolved that council awards the contract for the Arena dashboard system to Wellmar Recreational Products for $300,962 plus applicable taxes, and further authorizes the mayor and clerk to enter into a contractual agreement with Wellmar.
All those in favor? Thank you. We'll move to 6.5 before you, and I'll turn it over to Mel. There's a report from the Orange Agreement, and we need to pass the bylaw. So over to you, Mel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So this agreement has been, the municipality has held this lease and maintenance agreement with Orange since 2005 for the helipad site that is located at the MTO yard in Noelville. So the helipad has been there since around 87, which was operated by various other health organizations. The municipality took the lease in 2005. So through the agreement, the municipality is the operator of the site to ensure that the helipad and that the surrounding area is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. We're responsible for the maintenance and repairs of the site. So for safe takeoff and landing. Of the navigational equipment such as the lights, the reflective cones, the grass cutting, things like that. So from that agreement, the municipality receives $5,000 from Orange to cover the costs incurred for the maintenance and repair of the subject lands. So the departments that are in charge of the maintenance are Public Works and Parks and Recreation. So they comply with the agreement's terms and conditions. So we recommend that the municipality re-enters into this 3-year renewal term with Orange. So it starts on April 1st.
Thank you. Any questions? Willie and Roger. Okay. Roger.
To you, Madam Mayor. 5,000, that's for 3 years, correct?
It's
Per
per year.
year.
Oh, it's 5,000
year.
per year. Okay.
Yes.
I misunderstood that because what I was saying is the cost,
No, it's 5,000 per year.
5,000, so 15,000. What happens if the equipment breaks down? Is the cost enough? Or what they're gonna give us is enough to cover our costs? If, equipment breaks down and plus the maintenance and.
So through Madam Mayor.
Or
And
Jason.
I will allow Jason, he knows more of
Yeah.
the day-to-day operations. We've never encountered any time that the fee that Orange supplies has not covered the costs. So the biggest costs are the lights. So this agreement did increase, it used to be 2,500 and they increased it last term, during the
Right.
last term.
Per year.
Yeah, and I will let Jason add anything.
Through you, Madam Mayor. Like Mel said, the biggest cost is the lights. So the lights that are on there are kind of strobe, kind of like your moon lights that are in your garden, but just a little bit more powerful. But those are the biggest costs. The rest of the maintenance costs of removing snow and mowing the grass as fuel and a little bit of labor.
All right, thank you.
Willie, did,
My question was mainly answered from Rogers. My concern was that the money that we're supplied is actually covering the costs that we incur, and I found that it is, so I'm happy with that. Thank
Okay.
you.
you're welcome. Any other questions? Okay. Then I need a mover and a seconder. Dave and Dean,
It is moved and seconded to be resolved that bylaw 2026-18 being a bylaw to execute a company-approved helipad agreement with Orange for the Noelville helipad site be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
all those in favor? Thank you. There's no report on building planning and development. Item 7, in your package, you received a letter from East Ferris Fire and Emergency Services Training Center from that municipality. They're setting up, are trying to set up a new training center. In discussion with our fire chief, there's no conflicts with some of the stuff we're doing that to support this municipality and their endeavors would be a good thing for us in the long term. Any questions? Okay, I need a mover and a seconder. Oh, sorry.
Are we gonna use these services?
This, if they get it, which is still a big if, then a training center is available for our firefighters.
Okay, good.
Okay, I need a mover and a seconder, sorry. Dave and Dean.
It's a long one.
Oh, okay.
So it is moved and seconded, whereas the municipality of East Ferris is planning the construction of a new fire hall that will serve as a regional fire training center for fire departments, including from across the Nipissing, East Perry Sound, and East Sudbury districts. And whereas the closest accredited and operational training facilities are currently located in Huntsville, Haileybury, and Sault Ste. Marie, requiring significant travel, increased costs, and reduced training frequency for volunteer and composite departments in our region. And whereas the summer 2025 storm in the municipality of Calvin demonstrated the effectiveness of regional collaboration under a declared state of emergency, highlighting the value of joint training and coordinated emergency response. And whereas a regional training center in East Ferris would allow firefighters to train closer to home, reduce operational costs, foster interdepartmental collaboration, and improve readiness for future emergencies. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the Municipality of French River supports the municipality of East Ferris in its application to the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund Corporation for funding assistance to construct the East Ferris Regional Fire Training Center. And further, that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the municipality of East Ferris to demonstrate our municipality's support for this important regional initiative.
Thank you. Any further questions? All those in favor? Thank you. All right, we're going to go into the consent agenda. So I need a resolution to adopt the items contained in the consent agenda. So I need a mover and a seconder. Willie and Dean.
It is moved and seconded. Be it resolved that council approves the items of the consent agenda under section 8.1 and 8.4 and receives the items under section 8.2.
All those in favor? Thank you. All right, there are no notices of motions tonight. And we'll go to announcements and inquiries. And tonight I'll start with you, Renee, out in Technoland.
I don't have much to report.
It's consent agenda.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't have anything.
All right, thank you. Then I'll jump over to Roger.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to give a big thank you to the Public Works for cleaning up the storm that we had in very quick fashion. I'm sorry, but I wish I could say the same thing for Hydro, but it's not gonna help. But again, Public Works, thank you.
Okay, Bob?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Do we have time? No, no, I like Roger, I would like to, last Wednesday, I had to be in Sudbury pretty early. It was recycling day, even though that's the province's baby now. But to see all our blue bins out and knowing that everything that's being recycled does not go to our dump site, that helps us, it's refreshing. It seems that there's more and more being done all the time, and I guess education and people are buying into it. I'd just like to say thank you to all those people, and thank you to all the people that are considering recycling and that will be. Our public works were tremendous also. Our seniors housing board, we have a meeting next week. It's been a hard winter for the seniors, a lot of little hiccups and a lot of the little problems that are creeping up, but we're taking care of them, and we'll be surviving. We'll be like in the spring, we'll be like the tulips will be springing out. So thank you, Madam Mayor.
Lee?
Thank you. I don't have much to say. I just would like to say thank you to Jason and thank you to Kevin for giving us, Roger and myself, some time and taking us through the arena and explaining to us in great detail as to why we need those boards to move that project forward. Without that explanation, I would have still been left wanting. So with that, thank you very much. And I look forward to the new boards going in. That's all.
You, Dean?
I didn't actually attend, Jason, when they were doing it, but I got a report, and it's good to hear that we know what we're doing if we're going to replace these boards. I just think that it's a good thing that we had it looked at, and we have an opinion from counselors too, and made no doubt to me when I asked what they found out that it was time to change. So I guess that's a good thing. Other than that, I don't have very much to say that most of us wouldn't already say about this storm we just went through and what we did without power and how we might compare notes on how long we were without power. But otherwise, there's not much to be said. I guess the middle of March, you think we should be getting nice mild weather and sunny days instead of that kind of weather, but we don't have much choice. That's it.
Thank you. Dave?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I don't have anything to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, well, I too want to thank Public Works for the great job they did on our roads. I was in town today and I will never complain about our roads again. I promise. Because that was nasty in town. I do have some good news to share. I found out this morning that our application through United Way for our food bank was once again granted, but even better, we received $35,000. I know, made my day, made me tolerate the roads in Sudbury. So it's fantastic, and I can't thank United Way because they've been huge supporters. And what this means is that through this grant, we work with the schools so that the schools, every child has something to eat in the morning and the afternoon. And so that way our kids learn on a full stomach. So I was quite happy. And aside from that, I just want to tell people that just because you're mayor, you don't get favoritism because hydro, I was the last one to get rehooked yesterday after 40 hours of non-hydro. So there's no favoritism in hydro. Okay. And with that, I will see you when I get back from my holidays. Thank you.
Taking time off.
Yeah, is that okay? Yes,
Happy
ma'am.
holidays.
I'll be asked.
Oh, my God. You're going to be switching chairs pretty soon. All right. I will. Staff, any comments, announcements? No. All right, we don't have a closed session. And so I need a resolution to adopt the confirmation bylaw. Moved by Willie and Bob.
Be it resolved that bylaw 2026-20, being a bylaw to confirm the proceeding of council of the municipality of French River at a meeting held March 18th, 2026, be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
Thank you. All those in favor? Thank you. All right, I need a resolution to adjourn. Nobody wants to go home? Dean and Renee. Oh, Renee, yeah. Oh, I know, I never look. I know. There we go. No, that was the consent agenda. Yeah. Yeah. All those in favor?